Feud, weeknights at 7 on ABC 22.
We're continuing to follow breaking news as we come on the air. The Dayton Fire Department confirming a man drowned in the Mad River at Eastwood Metro Park this evening.
Gwen with Falloon live tonight from the coroner's office. So Gwen, what exactly can you tell us about what happened?
Well, things are much calmer here at Eastwood Metro Park than they were just a few hours ago. Those final crews, they were cleaning up and pulling out as I was actually pulling in around 9:20. But let me go ahead and bring you a closer look at that scene from just a few hours ago. Now, we know calls, they were first called around 6:45 tonight after getting reports about someone falling into the river. Now, you can see a number of agencies were on the scene tonight. That includes Metro Parks Police, as well as Wright-Patterson Air Force Base's fire department. Now, the Dayton Fire Department, says they began their efforts to rescue that man immediately, actually calling in ODNR for sonar technology, as well as divers from the Air Force Base. But after an hour, divers found the man, and sadly, he was pronounced dead at the scene.
What we're learning from the investigation at this time is that there were some children playing on inner tubes in the kayak feature here. A couple of the children fell off and started to struggle, and our victim actually jumped in to try to assist the children when he himself started to struggle.
Now, crews tell us a second man also jumped in to try and help. He is expected to be okay. So are the kids that those two people were trying to help. Now, authorities are warning that to be extremely careful, around bodies of water this time of year. They say it can look very calm, but those currents are very powerful and often invisible to the naked eye. Back to you.
Tonight, Dayton police investigating after a 5-year-old boy died from an accidental fentanyl overdose. Lydia Bice has been following this story for us since March and explains where the investigation stands tonight.
So we now know that 5-year-old Charles Brown died from accidental overdose of fentanyl and 2 other drugs. The crimes listed in the police report from this incident include involuntary manslaughter and endangering children, but the Montgomery County Prosecutor's Office hasn't released any official charges just yet. I reached out to the prosecutor's office to see why that is, and they sent the following statement. Quote, assistant prosecutors met with Dayton police detectives to review this matter, but it was determined that additional investigation needed to be completed before any decision on charges could be made. Once the investigation has been completed, they will meet again to review the evidence. It's not confirmed who Charles was staying with at the time of his death or how he had access to the drugs, but the Dayton Police Department told us today that DPD's care house and homicide units are investigating the incident and that at this time, no one is in police custody. Back to you.
Well, another hot one on the way. Last day of our heat advisory for tomorrow, with it ending at 8 p.m. for our Saturday. So heat indices again tomorrow, right around the century mark. It's going to be hot. It's going to be humid. Still sunshine in the forecast for our Saturday as well. But for right now, we're hanging out in the 70s, 81 even in Dayton, 79 in Troy. We got 83 in Sydney. Dew points are hanging out in the 60s. This is a little bit more comfortable than where we've been here recently, but heat indices, not too much of an impact thanks to slightly lower humidity. That being said, it is a very warm night. We will eventually drop into the lower 70s, calmer wind, I should say. And then heading into the weekend, we do have more heat, plus a chance for some rain, which we really do need some. I'll time it out for you in just a bit.
The CenterPoint Energy Dayton Air Show presented by Kroger. We are just hours away from it starting. The other big story, of course, of the weekend is going to be the scorching heat. Eli Brigette has ways your family can stay cool if you're headed to the show.
Less than 24 hours from now, this place is going to be absolutely packed with both people and aircraft. And on top of that, the temperatures are going to be reaching a balmy 95 degrees. But don't worry, the Dayton Air Show staff assures us that there are plenty of ways for you and your family to cool off. And they'll have plenty of staff on hand just in case you need medical attention.
Here at the Dayton Air Show, we have 4 cooling tents. So you're going to want to get them to a cooling tent. If you're unable to get them there, you can flag any person down that's got a red event shirt on and get them the help that they need.
The Centerpoint Dayton Air Show presented by Kroger is all about seeing exciting aircraft and having a lot of fun. But with the high temperatures, it's important to stay safe as well, and hydrating is the key. The air show will have plenty of places for you to get some cool drinks like slushies, sodas, and beers, but the most crucial beverage of them all is high-quality H2O. And on top of that, the air show will feature several cooling stations in shady areas, like the Centerpoint Kids Hangar, a nice place to relax, cool off, or drain the occasional cornhole shot. Nice. With facilities like these, the Dayton Air Show has got you covered so you can have as much fun as possible while staying safe. The gates will open here tomorrow at 9 a.m., so you still have plenty of time to get hydrated before the event starts. Back to you.
Well, one of the summer's biggest parties, the Dayton Air Show, of course, got underway tonight with the parade. The air show celebrating its 50th anniversary. That was on full display during festivities. Jenna Lee Bork joining us live in studio. She was there earlier tonight. What was the atmosphere?
Well, there were a lot of people there battling that heat. Vandalia was full of energy tonight as people battled the heat to see the parade. The air show is the city's biggest event, and the parade has been part of it for all 50 years, says Vandalia Butler, Chamber of Commerce president. One spectator had the perfect way to describe how the parade kicks off the weekend.
It's like an appetizer to dinner. It's something to start and then to build the anticipation for the real event.
Vandalia was packed Friday night for the Centerpoint Energy Dayton Air Show presented by Kroger Parade, which kicks off the whole weekend. This year, the event turns 50, and the parade has been attached to it the whole way, says Nick Kavalauskas, Vandalia Butler Chamber of Commerce president and CEO.
This is a big year. This is a very big year. Every year, you know, people get excited for this. Something very special about the 50th year. It's just a chance to showcase, you know, what a wonderful city this is for community, for business.
Military-themed floats and vehicles were a big part of the parade, as well as local organizations and schools. The Vandalia Butler High School Marching Band, Kickline, and Cheer Squad were the first participants after law enforcement drove by. Kavalauskas says the planning starts every year immediately after the air show ends, and a lot of people were involved this year.
From a parade participation and volunteers, we're at our highest numbers that I've seen in 5 years.
Some community members tell me they've come for multiple years and have even volunteered in the past, but it's nice to enjoy it as a spectator.
As a spectator, it's fun. I love it. It brings out a lot of people.
We come like every year during the evening time. We enjoy the parade. We love it. It's something to kick back, relax.
Judy Fellner from Centerville has attended the parade and air show for many years and describes the magic of the whole weekend.
The excitement in the air is unbelievable. You feel like a kid all over again.
If you are planning on attending this air show this weekend, organizers say remember your sunscreen, but I'm told they will have misters as well as air-conditioned buses to help people cool off, as well as water. Back to you.
Well, over 300 kids here in the Miami Valley have their very own air show. So the air show partnered with a Special Wish to help make it happen. Kids also got to meet and take pictures with the U.S. Navy Blue Angels.
It's such an honor when the pilots, when they land after the rehearsal, they come in and they meet with the kids. And then to have the Blue Angels, who are just absolutely phenomenal. They're very giving, they're very kind. They'll come and spend time. They'll sign out autographs, they'll take pictures. It's really just a spectacular day for our Wish kids to come in and have this opportunity that a lot of folks can't get to.
And to learn more about the Special Wish Foundation, you can head to their website at specialwishswo.org.
Well, more heat in the forecast for the air show as well. I'll time it all out for you and let you know about some storms too that's coming up. Here's a live look from our Eco Plumber Skycam. You're watching Dayton 24/7 now.
Get discount general admission tickets at area Kroger stores.
Well, beautiful evening out there. We have a full strawberry moon. If you haven't seen it, clear skies out there right now, as you can see on our satellite and radar. It's a nice, calm, but very warm evening. High pressure keeping things quiet tonight and tomorrow, but eventually we got a cold front that will make its way in, and that will drop our temperatures as well as bring a chance for some much needed rain. So we start out in the 70s tomorrow, getting into the 90s tomorrow afternoon. Heat, a little humidity. It's going to be a hot one out at the air show. Now, with our cold front swinging through, that will bring a chance for some showers and storms early into the day on Sunday. However, this could continue into the late morning, even early afternoon hours, bringing us a few shower storms. Best chance further to the southeast, but with these storms, there is a very low end risk for them to be on the stronger to severe side. Level 1 threat mainly for the southeast, so we'll monitor that closely as we head into this upcoming weekend.
Well, our HVAC systems are certainly working extra hard during this heat wave, but our local technicians are working even harder to keep us cool. Gwyneth Falloon spoke with eco plumbers about what they're seeing and how they're beating the heat.
Tyler Curlin, one of the many faces at Eco Plumbers, helping keep the Miami Valley cool.
We're seeing a lot of systems that are definitely being overworked. We're seeing a lot of the minor issues that customers may have experienced last year turn into bigger issues this year.
He tells me crews are working 10, 12, 14-hour days, responding to extremely high call volumes.
Right now, we're seeing about probably 8 to 9 calls per person. Unfortunately, systems, don't go down when it's 70 out. They always go down in the worst times when everybody needs us all at once. So just getting to everyone is definitely a struggle.
That's in addition to battling the heat themselves, too.
My install guys were in an attic, and it was 130 degrees in there. They had to run the line set through the attic, and that's just part of it. And the house itself was, I think it was just about 90, and the humidity was through the roof. Like, you just walk in there and you're sweating.
Paul Baxter says they're seeing AC units breaking down at every turn, and routine maintenance could save you from that uncomfortably hot day.
We do the fall checks and the winter or the spring checks and make sure everything's going to be good to go for the upcoming season so they don't have those problems. We would like to prevent future breakdowns.
Eco Plumbers also responding to questions about efficiency, but says systems are designed to only keep homes so cold.
Most systems are designed to keep you about 20 degrees below whatever the outdoor ambient temperature is. So at about a 95, degree day, we should see your system keeping you around, roughly 75, 74 degrees in your house.
But things happen, and when they do,
keep the direct sunlight out of the house. Those kind of things definitely helps a little bit. If you're able to, you can reach out to some family and friends and those kind of things and see what you can do to get some cooling.
That was Gwyneth Falloon reporting. And as far as keeping your electric bill a little lower with your AC running constantly, Eco Plumber says the worst thing you can do is turn your unit on and off. You're going to want to set it just a few degrees higher than what's necessarily comfortable for you. So it does have a cap, but it'll stay regulated.
All right, here's a live look from our Eco Plumber Skycam over downtown Dayton tonight. Another warm evening as you step outside. Let's check in with Natalie.
Well, very warm night out here on our Watson's Weather patio. Can't see it right now, but the strawberry moon is out here somewhere, and it's a very nice full moon this evening. We do have some rain in the forecast, though, especially early Sunday, which is much needed. Here's a look at our drought monitor, where the entire Miami Valley, for most of it at least, is under abnormally dry conditions. No surprise, I know the grass is getting dry, and that's because we are well behind for the month. Only 1.12 inches of rainfall for the month of June. That puts us at 1.79 inches behind. And unfortunately, it has been either just a heavier downpour, not necessarily the nice steady rain that we need. But we do have those rain chances in the forecast, so I'll time it out for you in just a bit.
The city of Dayton welcoming a new front line of first responders. Hear how special today's graduation was to one of Dayton's newest EMTs after the break.
You're watching Dayton 24/7 now. When kids are